Hey gang, Tony here. I wanted to do a quick kind of recap video of a few of the things that are going on right now, and then also tell you about a little trip I made today. So first of all, I have a giveaway going on right now for the Predator magnet, which I have right here. This is the Predator magnet from CryptoCurium. So that giveaway is going for, I believe, another few days. I'll leave a link in the description if you'd like to enter to win that. And you could keep entering every day if you like keep tweeting and stuff. You could keep gaining entries for this one. So definitely check that out. Don't want anyone to miss out on that. Once that one is over, I will be doing the next giveaway for the Alien magnet. And then there's still one more giveaway for the Red Skull pin. So keep an eye out for that stuff. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of that stuff. Next, I wanted to let you guys know that I'm thinking about doing a new segment that I would actually do the same time every week, which would be a new thing for me. Disregarding maybe the yard sale videos that I do during the spring and summer and fall, because those tend to be over the weekends. So the new segment I was thinking about doing is like a recap of all the movies I watch in a week, whether they be horror or whatever, just kind of say what I thought about them. Not full reviews necessarily, just sort of a quick recap of what I had watched during the week, since I watch a lot of movies during the week. So I'm thinking Sundays might be a good day for that, kind of weekly roundup sort of deal. Let me know what you guys think about that, and maybe I'll do it this week. And finally, if you have been paying any attention to my Facebook page, you would have noticed that I had some errands to run, and those errands were taking me right around the comic book store in town, and I was thinking, hey, why not comic books? It's been a while since I've done that. So I was out doing the little errand things and everything, and even as I was headed towards the comic book store, I started sort of regretting my decision a little bit, because on the one hand, I have a handful of comics that I've gotten from all the boxes that I haven't even touched. I haven't read any of them. You might remember from months and months ago, like Big Trouble in Little China, the Twilight Zone ones. I just got the Vampirella one from Box of Dread, Army of Darkness. I haven't read a single one of them. So, on the one hand, I haven't even read any of those. Why buy more? And then on the other hand, which I say way too often, but you guys probably know by now, I don't really have very much money. And it's really stupid of me to go spending it on things that I don't really need. So all that's kind of rolling around in my head, but I was already out there. I'm like, screw it, I'm gonna go. It's a pretty cool store. It's a comic shop primarily, but they kind of diversified at some point, and they actually surprisingly had a little retro video game section with Nintendo and Super Nintendo and Genesis and all that kind of, and PS3 and Xbox and all that stuff too. So that was surprising. And then they also have a huge section of board games or tile games, role-play games, if you know what I mean. And then the whole back of the store is actually like a tournament room where I guess they must have big game sessions for, I guess, prizes and stuff. I'm not really sure. So that was all cool. And then they also have some toys and the comics, of course. So I spent like half an hour looking around that place, and I did end up buying one thing. So I'll show you what I got. This is Morella and the Murders in Rue Morgue. And that's an Edgar Allan Poe inspired comic. And so, of course, part of the reason I got it is because it's Edgar Allan Poe. The other reason I got it is because it's a one-shot, so I don't really have to worry about, going back and getting more of them. It's a one-shot, and knowing that I probably can't afford to just keep buying comics right now, I figured this would be a good way to kind of dip my toes back in the water a little bit, and perhaps get back into comics. I'm not really sure yet. It really depends on how much money I could spend. So this looked like a good one, and I'm figuring as soon as I actually read all the comics I have, then I'll consider maybe going back and getting some more stuff. They're real cool. They're real nice people. Answered all my questions that I had. Check it out. They answered all the questions I had. I was asking them specifically about if there were any horror comics that they could recommend, and they were actually saying that a lot of the good horror comics are coming to an end right now and going to be coming out in the book forms, and that I might want to wait and get them that way. But stuff like the Army of Darkness comic that we got and the Twilight Zone one, they could get me the back issues if I wanted. I didn't order them yet because, again, money issues. But they were saying they could, and then they were also telling me that if I wanted to tell them stuff to put on, like, my list, and that they would pull it for me every week or month or whatever it is, and hold it for me, which I actually used to do when I was a kid. There was, you know, the local comic shop I went to as a child, and we had our own little, like, section that they would pop in comics for us. I love that, I really do, but again, it's like, I don't want to commit myself to something that I don't know that I can afford at the moment. So, wow, that was a downer. Jesus. I'm happy to have gotten at least one new comic, though. I'm going to read through all the stuff I have. I'll let you know what I think. And you let me know what you think about the Sunday recap of movies I've seen all week. I'll catch you guys soon. Have a good weekend if I don't see you before then. And breathe deep of the night. See you soon.